All right, peace and love, everyone. Welcome to another week of your astrology forecast. And because of the retrogrades, I've been having a bunch of difficulties, technically speaking. And so we're going to go ahead and go old school and go back to live. And plus, we get a chance to dialogue a little bit and see what's going on. And so we're going to go ahead and start shortly. I'm just going to wait for some people to join in, and then we can go ahead and get started to see what's happening and what we can look out for. And I'm just going to go from the different app tonight. Islam Pernell L, good to see you here. We started a little bit late, trying to get things up and running. All right. Drop your zodiac sign on the way in. And let's see. Here we got peace and love, Kill. Good to see you. Let's go ahead and change this here. Let's click. Peace of love, Noble Kwame. Oh, no problem, Pernell. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see. I'm trying to do split screen so we can. Okay. Okay, can y'all see that? All right, we got a Taurus in the building. Got some major changes coming for my Taurus. Okay, there we go. All right. Major changes coming for my Taurus. Kia, you got to definitely look out this week. Well, really, this cycle with the nodes shifting. You got the North Node now in Taurus, so it's at 29 degrees. So retrograde, so returning to Taurus, and there's some lessons to learn with the South Node in Scorpio, 29 degrees. So these are some critical degrees in astrology where things tend to happen. For the worse or for the better, and especially you got Mars as well, 29 degrees. Okay, we got Scorpio, so we got that North and South node in the group. Pernell, he is Scorpio ascendant. Okay, peace of love, Wanda. Just waiting for a little more to jump in. Let's see. Yes. I just have here the crystal special. Okay, let's go ahead and see as we wait. Okay. So it's a lot that's going on right now. So much, I can't even begin to tell you as far as how I'm interpreting and breaking down what's taking place. But got a lot of stuff happening. I'm gonna definitely do a prediction, couple of them for what's about to take place. Thought I would have it out to you already, but of course I gotta wait for the videos to render. But here we start to see that already. Bill Gates is beginning to plan for the next phase, and this next phase is going to be what he's predicting more serious than what's already happening. That's right, kid. You're going to get through it. Peace of love, Sadia. We got Sagittarius in the chat. Noah L got Aries. Peace of love, Carissa Paul. So if you haven't been paying attention what's going on, not on the surface, I'm talking about with your third eye, you can see that they're already moving into another phase of this Kool-Aid situation. And so Bill Gates Bill and Melinda, they already invested into more funds into their foundation to more Kool-Aid, but going to enhance it, because they know our people love sugar and the Kool-Aid. They love extra sweets, so they're gonna be investing more into that. And I know some people be pouring the whole pound of sugar into the Kool-Aid to make it real sweet, but they're about to do that in this next phase. Peace of love, Larry Green. And so that's what you could be looking forward to, or what's about to happen, um, for starters. And this is something that's been in the making for years. I don't know if you was able to catch the video that he did years ago where he talked about getting people, um, or depopulation, but that's something that's been on the agenda, on the menu for a while. And a lot of whistleblowers, they're going down for sound alarm for that. So as we see what's happening on Earth, let's go ahead and start to see. Let me so this is where we at. Okay. And this is the 23rd. So here we have, okay, our perspective. This is our view of the solar system. And you'll notice that in most of the pictures, peace of love, Larry, got some for you too. You'll also see that from our perspective, we never see photos of Earth um, in any other direction that is given to us, even when you look in Google and other things like that. But if you haven't noticed or don't know or unaware, Earth is hollow. Okay, so there's an opening here at the top and at the bottom, and no flights can fly over the 77th parallel. And so, as you can see, this is us here, north of Al Morocco, northwest of Mexico, or some say North America. But this is really Morocco, um, the landmass north, central, and south. This is also called Turtle Island here. So we're going to be talking about what's going on here, but also other places as well. Let's go ahead and take this back. Okay, and um, so this is our view, and as you can see again, the Earth is not at the center. Okay, it revolves around, and there's a lot of stuff that's going on Earth, to not only stop your evolution, but also control your consciousness. And if you look at the book by George Orwell, he actually talked about this, what would be happening with this kind of utopia that they're trying to create. And so that's what you see here taking place on Earth when you see Bill Gates and other people part of this NWO that's causing this big collapse. And of course, we know about the food shortages that's been happening here on Earth. Um, well, not necessarily maybe shortages, but controlled collapse through, the system. And this is actually what's been happening. And so here you see, let's look at, this is Earth. This is tonight. Um, okay. Okay, so this is our view. Okay. Now, the planets actually absorb the sun's ray and they send these rays to Earth. And based off of the rotation, we're able to perceive the light, okay, in many different forms, to be able to utilize the light. And when we're able to utilize this light, it comes in many different forms. So everything concerning our everyday activities. And so tonight you actually have, the well, Mercury is actually closer to the sun here, you see, and it's actually retrograde. But we're going to talk a little bit more about Mercury this week. But when you look at, this is Venus here. This is Venus is in the constellation of Capricorn, And here you have the Earth's moon. Okay, this is a satellite, and the moon is also hollow. And so in class, we'll discuss more about facts about the moon, but this is Earth's satellite, and this is absorbing rays and projecting its light onto Earth as well. And so here today you have a lot of activity taking place around the world. And on Monday, this is where you're going to begin to get into Mars. Mars is going to move here. This is Mars here. Okay, this red hot planet. Mars is going to be moving. Okay, it's going to be moving from Sagittarius, the constellation, into uh, Capricorn. So for my Capricorns, you're going to get a little more firepower, a little fire underneath you if you feel like you've been sluggish and down and couldn't get nothing done. You've been focused on a lot of success and goal setting and power. And now you're going to get more. And you already had a glimpse of this, but this time it's about um, recentering on those principles that you were building to build a strong foundation. You have to go back to that because somewhere along the line you actually got off track, and that's what you actually got to take into consideration now. And so this will be happening on Monday, though. Okay, when you see Mars is going to be transitioning, and it's going to send its rays from that it gets from the sun to the Earth, and the Moon will process those rays and give you a lot of firepower. Now, of course, Mars is going to be affecting Capricorn, but it's also going to be affecting Aries and Scorpio as well. So uh, when it comes to your focus, you can find out where uh, Capricorn is in your personal natal chart, and you'll get more. Well, I won't say that, but you'll get more energy focused towards the Capricorn theme in your chart. And then, of course, you overlay it with a progression chart. You'll see exactly um, what the focus is and where Mars is affecting that house or theme. Okay, and this is going to be taking place on that day. Um, okay, let me turn this down. Okay. Okay, and then on the same day, you're going to have the moon, okay, Earth satellite here, going to be entering into uh, Scorpio. Okay, so uh, you go ahead and move this just a bit. This is okay. So when the moon enters into Scorpio, again, this is where, based off the phase of the moon, you're going to have to really begin to focus on closing out and completion. Okay, completion. Everybody will be focused on completion, or at least beginning to close out. There's a lot of projects that were started under Capricorn, and this week you'll get a chance to revisit and try to close those out and finish it. Now, you're going to have Mars and the Moon making its way into Capricorn and then Scorpio. So this is Earth and water, and so you're going to really need to think logically. And with the Moon moving into Scorpio, this is where you'll get the vibe or the feeling to be more analytical and research. So you'll get that strong tug to want to research during this time. And so on Tuesday, then you need to shift gears where Mercury retrogrades backwards. Okay. Um, and it's going to go make its way into Capricorn as well. So you got a lot of energy. So Mercury here going to transition backwards into Capricorn. So going from Aquarius, there's some lessons that you are still not um, mastering. So you got to go back to a Capricorn and do some more work. Still holding on to the root chakra at the base. And this is where you need to develop uh, the closure for that cycle. Okay. Because some people are still stuck on that old cycle. So this is where that Mercury retrograde and back into that you need to go back to the roots and the foundation of how you actually accomplished and started what you have started. And some people have an issue at this time of holding on to things that are keeping them in the past. Okay, and this is where Mercury, going back to that, you have to relearn those lessons. And you know, this is good. You get a good chance to rewrite the script and um, build the type of future that you desire in spite of all the stuff that's going on. You're gonna have it. You got Pluto here that's sending its rays through the Capricorn constellation, and then you also have Venus. So Pluto and Venus have been working together in Capricorn. Then you're gonna have Mercury in between them. Okay, so you have Mercury in between your love affairs and also your desire to build both of that. Your mindset now has going back to finances, going back to those things that you can actually see results from. You want results, and now Mercury is giving you a chance to revisit some things that you might have missed, because sometimes with these lessons we tend to skip the ones that we think we already accomplished, and that's what Mercury is going back towards, to help us to finish and relearn some things that you might have skipped. So this is the lesson for Tuesday. And both Pluto and Venus have been in Capricorn for a while. And now Mercury's been in there transiting and visiting, but now it's time to really begin to, uh, you know, look back at those lessons. Maybe you have learned them, but you've forgotten them. And that's what you're going to be doing as well. So this is what you're going to be focusing on Tuesday. You definitely want to relearn some lessons that you have missed when it comes to your foundation, or that you've forgotten when it comes to your foundation. Okay, and that's very important because you can't build, going forward unless you learn these lessons in the cycle. Okay. Um, Now let's also see who else is moved. We have Sirius as well in Aries, the outer, some say planets or asteroids, but they're also influencing. Um, and Uranus is direct as well out there. Um, so this is great because for Taurus, you had um, Uranus retrograde for a long time, and now you finally get a chance to have a little bit of stability. But now it's more where you had surprises you couldn't control. Now it's a little bit more stable with Uranus energy that likes to shake things up. But now you get a chance to really try to match Uranus energy as far as moving when Uranus say move. So this could be in the form of getting those spark plugs or flashes of inspiration and actually taking action on it. So I know Taurus is the bull that likes to sit and wait, but now you're actually getting a chance to whatever thought come to you quickly, or resource or material good that comes to you quickly, you can use it um, quickly and see results. This is what Uranus is bringing in Taurus when it's having that direct energy. Okay, so that's what you can look forward to when it comes to that. Let's see. Yeah, and that's yeah, I think this will be a good day to take note of those thoughts that promotes inspiration for your creativity, because this is where you need to learn how to use it with that direct energy that you'll be getting. You're in the center in this ray, collecting rays from the sun and projecting them onto the earth. So with Mercury again, Mercury sandwiched. Here you have Pluto and Venus, Mercury in uh, Capricorn. This is a chance to complete and finish projects that was unfinished before you moved into this Aquarian cycle. So sometimes when you see the finish line, you forget to follow through on your form, and you just want to just make it through the finish line. And so this one is saying, even though the finish line is closed, you got to go back to your form. You can't give out because this is where you start to become second place or third place or fall behind, just because you're almost ready to finish. And so Mercury there, you gotta return to those old projects that you left off, uh, and you get an opportunity to complete it. Okay, why not? You're getting a chance to. Uh, okay, and I need to get my charger. 1 second. So hold on 1 second. Let me go get my charger. Okay. All right. So okay. So let's move forward on Wednesday. Okay. So on Wednesday, the moon will be in Scorpio, and it'll be making a trine to Neptune. So Neptune here in Pisces. So you're gonna have this trine with the moon, the satellite, and Neptune. So this satellite will be projecting a lot of the um, imagination and dreams from this realm onto the earth to give you a chance to really begin to uh, utilize what you've been seeing in your visions. And so Neptune is going to be coupled, with Jupiter out in Pisces. So Jupiter sending those rays, both of them are in the constellation, um, and they're going to be both sending their rays to the moon. Okay, so when it comes to your uh, relationships or even desires, you'll get a little more boost from that because Jupiter also likes to expand your desires. So you might be thinking little on this day. This is a chance to expand your thoughts and your uh, imagination, so you could be able to actually create something that's bigger than what you thought. And sometimes it's necessary to create things bigger than what you think you can, because it pushes you a little more and it stretches you. So if you want to be stretched, this is a day that you're going to actually be able to utilize all of this energy to help you accomplish that. So this is going to be a good day for that. Um, Okay, Empress Me, peace of love. We got a Virgo sun. Okay, and Virgos, you've been having a good little spill. For some of you, when it comes to your artistic creations, um, and so then when you look at, let's look for this is okay. Yeah, the moon in Sagittarius. Okay, the moon enters Sagittarius. This is going to be to feel the need to move and get out, um, and possibly network with other people. But again, uh, you gotta remember Mercury is retrograde. So when Mercury is retrograde, and also when it's this close to the sun, as you can see, the sun is hot. Okay, it's going to send a lot of rays. So if you get too close, it's going to burn up. So when you think about communication styles and you're communicating with other people, or even you're thinking, right now, because it's too close to the sun, this is where it combusts, or you might not get the best words out to other people, or say the right things, or think the right things. So you got to be careful with your thoughts. You're definitely going to affect people when it's that close. And so you're not going to be able to get the most uh, clear thought across during this time, but you're still going to be able to get some quality work done if you prepare, because some people can let the retrograde affect them negatively, quote unquote. But you'll be able to get stuff done since you know beforehand. You just gotta have a secondary plan to help you, and this will really help you to continue to build on the plan. Of course, you got Jupiter in Pisces. Is going to be working with the moon as well, sending some more uh, thoughts so you can expand on your emotions. So, uh, as far as your mentality is concerned, I would go more with your emotions on this day to guide you. Now, I know you might be saying, "Well, I think on your emotions," but your emotions, everything starts from your emotions. Okay, so I would actually go there. Um, so Jupiter in Pisces expanding more of this this Neptunian energy and this realm of consciousness. So if you want more consciousness on this day, a great day to open yourself up to the earth and to meditate. Receive more downloads, okay? And you can actually try to get some more stuff done on this day. Uh, but you gotta have plan B. Okay. Um, see anybody have okay. Now let's look forward. Okay, the 27th. Mm, this is 27. Okay, it's at 10:21 a.m. Okay, and as you can see, Mercury has gotten a little closer to the sun. Um, and again, Mercury this close to the sun, it actually takes on the energy of the sun and absorbs it because it's a neutral planet. So as it absorbs this energy, you might actually be trying to bring something into existence, but it may not actually be for you. So um, this is where you can confuse the purpose or the mission because it's too close. You don't have enough mental clarity at this time, and then the rays that is being projected onto the earth is actually construed or conflicted. So, and then speaking of rays, right now Bill Gates is trying to stop these solar rays from entering into Earth, or by spraying aerosol to the Earth stratosphere. So um, let's look at okay. Let me zoom right there. Okay, so this is northwest of Maxim here, or what you call North America. So Bill Gates is desiring to spray aerosol in the stratosphere, the second layer, where uh, military flights take place. And then when you have the layer below that, that's where um, commercial flights take place. But they're trying to spray aerosol into the stratosphere to block the rays of the sun coming to the earth. And basically, it has multi layered meanings to this. Number one, you're going to see um, the rays be blocked so that they claim they're trying to stop global warming, stop the earth from heating up, because actually the earth has gotten closer. If I could just move this, I wish I could move this and drag it. It's actually gotten closer um, to the sun. And so they're trying to block the rays, one, to help their population to sustain, and then two, to also um, help them to survive. And of course, three, this will affect the crops and the production of food and resources. Um, so, and then on another level, it also will um, affect the ability to plant. Now you have March and the spring coming up, and you have the summer coming up. So those crops are definitely going to be affected. Now, on another level, which I can't really, I don't really want to go too deep into this, but at the core, they've been drilling too much into the core. So that's kind of why they've been spraying the chemtrails there. But because it has some properties in it to actually um, affect the weather and climate. But and we know that chemtrails are toxic and dangerous. But the, on one level, they're doing it because it's for control. But then on another level, it's because of something that they did that most of the public don't know about. So which is labeled about one of the intel is one of the biggest mistakes they made. Okay, that could actually destroy the planet. Um, but so again, on this day, this is what you're going to be dealing with. Um, and then on Friday, the sun, okay, in Aquarius. Now, the sun in the constellation of Aquarius is going to be sending rays to the Earth, and this is going to be tough because again, the sun doesn't like to be in Aquarius necessarily per se, because it's not getting enough uh, of its shine. The sun loves to shine and it loves to be in the heat or in the hotter months during Cancer and Leo. Okay, so you actually looking at um, Aquarius. A lot of my Aquarius right now, you might be in a fall type of state or hibernation type state, sleepy type state. So you just gotta look out for that. But you will get some help when you have Chiron and Aries. It'll be able to give you more firepower when the Sun sextiles Chiron and Aries. Let's look at it don't have all of the other um planets here, but I want to show. Let's see if we can. So here's Aquarius, and this is where the sun is. This is Aquarius season, so happy solar return to all my Aquarius. But the sun doesn't like to be here per se. Um, your original ruler Saturn is there, not too far off, and then also modern Uranus out here. And so on this day, I mean, this really um, you're gonna have an opportunity to wound those heal. I mean, or heal those wounds. I mean, I always say it that way, because a lot of my Aquarius right now, you might be going through those personal wounds, reopening, and this is what you're gonna actually have to look out for. Um, the opportunity to do that when the sun actually sextile Chiron. If you can imagine Chiron being out here sextiling the sun, Chiron and Aries, um, sextiling, the sun in Aquarius, and both of those rays joined together will be able to help you to heal and focus on your mission, your personal mission. Okay, now we have Aquarius here. Your focus is more so about service and work right now, so you just got to factor that in. And as far as Aries, Chiron and Aries, you're going through a lot of transformation, death, rebirth, and regeneration right now. So that's what you actually have to focus on. Um, and yeah, I'm looking at that. And then you also have the moon. Okay. Um, let's see. Looking here. Okay. Yeah. So it's a lot of good opportunities to get things done on Thursday. You got a lot of sextiles taking place. The moon Sagittarius, um, sextiling Saturn, giving you an opportunity to get things done. Um, so many sextiles taking place, that opportunities, and really you only have a few planets Venus and Mercury that's retrograde, and of course the nodes of the moon that's actually retrograde. It's a good day to get a lot of things done on this day. And for my Aquarius, this is something that you want to definitely tap into. Discipline, more discipline in your service and commitments. Okay, yeah. And what else? Are we leaving anything else? Okay, let's. Okay, and as you can see, um, you see the Earth on its rotation actually getting different rays, or different parts of the Earth is getting different the rays of the sun differently based off its rotation. So on here, yeah. So for you definitely want to look out for major changes, as far as your purpose, because some people are holding on to things that are from their past lives that they won't let go. And this is where you have built too much comfort, and yeah. So you have here the moon and Venus. Um, so the moon in Sagittarius on this day. Uh, Again, got a lot of sextile energy. Um, hmm. But Mars will be squaring Chiron. So when it comes to plan and getting things done in Capricorn, you want to work and play at the same time. But I don't know if you're gonna have that work out the best, because this is the time to really use the energy that you do have to get things done. But you're gonna want to fall into some sort of entertainment, and actually, don't waste that energy that you do get from Mars. Uh, yeah. And with Saturn, let's see, we look at okay, let's see. Yeah, Mars is almost at a you see, Mars is at an angle for the ruler of Aries. You don't want to waste that energy, especially for my Aries. I've been having a tough spill when it comes to getting things done, because been having too much fun. Yeah, definitely want to try to get it done. And you have there, um, because that's creating a square. Mars in Capricorn is creating a square to Chiron and Aries. So this 90-degree angle here is friction. This is a fight. This is a challenge. So my Aries, you're all about challenges, but this is where you're going to be tested to get out of your playtime mode to actually go ahead and make things happen. Um, with Mars is still enjoying itself in the fifth house. Yeah, let's okay. And again, on Friday, this is another good opportunity to get stuff done. You're gonna have uh, South Node still in Scorpio, North Node still in Taurus. Still a lot of lessons to learn, a lot of things to get done. Beginning this cycle of the nodes is beginning to push you towards learning more about um, the management of resources. And then on another end, when is enough uh, resources being utilized the right way, the proper way, and then how to disperse it within the community. And some people will be learning a lesson of the power struggle within the community with other people. So this is, you know, relearning these lessons, because when you had the opportunity to use your freedom of speech versus big tech controlling, now you're going to get back into uh, the things that's left, since you didn't use what you should have used when you had an opportunity. Now you got to go with what's left. So that's what you're going to be looking at. But Friday again is still another good day to try to get a lot done that was not completed, based off of Mercury uh, is again still in Capricorn, but it's going to be conjunct Pluto. So um, this conjunction, what does that mean? So you're going to have Mercury conjunct Pluto, okay, in Capricorn. So Pluto is all about that power struggle, that urge, that need to get things done. Is in Capricorn, the sign about the materials, and then Mercury working together. So you have your not only your mindset, but your will, your wit, okay, your um, the way that you get out of situations, the way that you use your trickster spirit to maneuver. Both of them will be working together in Capricorn. So this is an opportunity to, whether you want to do it personally to get things done, um, which I think you should in the fifth house, and this could be even with your children. Um, let's see. Yeah, you can get things done with your children. Um, let's see. Yeah. Okay, and let's look at on the 29th. Okay, let's go back. Okay. So this is the last day that you're gonna have Venus retrograde, and then on the 29th, this is where 2 and 9 is 11, but this is a master lesson to be learned. This is where you begin to get into um really looking at your uh, ability to harmonize and synchronize things. With Venus here is finally going to go direct. So those people who came back after your failed relationships or failed opportunities, those things that came back to you and you might have given her a second chance. Now will be the time to see if it's going to stick when Venus come direct as far as love is concerned, and then to see if this person or these people are serious and ready to commit for the long term. Still dealing with the Capricorn energy, so we're going to see if you're able to make things stick. And I wouldn't necessarily look for the first day that Venus is out of this retrograde and is coming direct. I would actually, wait a bit. And saying it's out of memory. Okay, let's start over. Okay, it's restarting. Well, as you can see, this is what I've been going through with this whole Mercury retrograde with technology. Okay, so this pretty much is what you're going to be going through. And the sun is going to be, again, in Aquarius, and it's going to be squaring off with uh, Uranus and Taurus. So um, uh, the ruler of this age or one of them, Aquarius, is going to be squaring off with the sun, the governor of this solar system. So on this day, on Sunday, you're going to want to look into, um, this challenge as an opportunity to not only merge your, for especially for my Aquarius, not only merge your identity and how you relate to things, but also how can you see things from another perspective. Uh, a lot of resources has been leaving you. So if you're a spender, you love to spend, you're gonna want to get out of that, especially in this cycle, because the faster you gain and lose, then this is where you're going to actually feel that effect. This planetary ruler and this rebeller, Uranus, wants to teach you this lesson. And sometimes you got to rebel against your habits, and that's what Uranus is really trying to pour in that lesson into you. It's absorbing the ray of the sun and trying to send that to you, the governor. So it's sending this message to the governor, and then it's projected onto this satellite here, so that you could be able to um, nurture that message from Uranus. So this is a chance to get out of those old habits and paradigms. um, Earth and air combination on Sunday. Anybody have any questions while we covering this stuff? Anybody have any questions? Okay, here's Sirius. So Sirius has been spending some time in Cancer, and so uh, when you look at your career, this is a time to really see if you got what it takes to build your own. So Sirius wants you to, or is sending the messages to be the dog. Okay, you got to really have a nose and sniff out um, what's going to take place in the career. Okay, a lot of people have been asking me when is this whole thing is going to end and life get back to normal. While Sirius is telling you not to depend on that. You got to bite on something that will last and look into your own. As you can see, they already start implementing the tax situation on all levels, especially for smaller businesses. So if you do have your own and you are industrious, you want to look into having your own uh, businesses off the grid, maybe any way around that system. You're going to be going deeper into the system as we move further into this age, with more big tech doing the controlling versus the so-called de facto government. This way, it works more easier for them to control and to censor and to monitor. So, Sirius is saying have your own, especially your own career. Okay, this can be something that you could be industrious at. Um, and if you want to see if you have the dog in you, then this will be the challenge for you. Okay. And then also you have another message from Sirius B. This is where this Sirius A, Sigitolo, and Potolo, both of them are sending these messages directly to your work or career. So whatever it is that you are currently doing as far as employment, um, or your career, you need to look or reevaluate at this time. Is it the best time to leave or not? And I think that um, for some of you, you may have a strong emotional attachment to this career or line of employment, but you also don't want to be a fool and just jump out and do anything and leave without having that security. So that's what Sigitolo and Potolo is both sharing with us. as far as this week is concerned. Let's see. No questions? Okay. Okay, no questions. Okay. All right, so let's see. I'm going to flip and see what you all will be individually, each sign. Okay, starting with my Aquarius, Sun in Aquarius, and also Saturn in Aquarius. So, two juggernauts. This week, you're dealing with the lovers in reverse, so dealing with some separation. Okay, this could be from eating habits, employment, or mindset or habits. You're dealing with separation here. The lovers in reverse. Okay, for my Pisces, you have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so finally now you can start to move forward uh, after a lot of this uncertainty, because during this time you taken some time to reconsider and think things over. So now's the time where you can finally move forward and put your worry into rest. Um, Aries, okay, the Justice card upright. Okay, so now that the decision or has been made, the outcome for all the things that's taking place, you can't alter it. So now that you know what the situation is, you just have to move forward. Especially, and you know that um, you have to ask yourself, is it going to help you to grow and transform you? If not, then you gotta let go. So there's no need to hold on. It's time to continue to move forward. Okay, for my Taurus, you have the Death card in reverse. Okay, so some things that you've been thinking about and doing and uh, actually pondering on is actually coming to a closure. But some things still need to be revisited as far as the mindset and as far as the things that you're learning. So, um, the great thing that you have is Uranus direct in Taurus, but you still need to um, learn how to reshape your mindset, because that's the key. And if anything you do is your mind. So, it's going to be reshaping that. And then plus you have the North Node that just moved into Taurus. So, a lot of those things that you have to shed, the Devil card in reverse, you got to really let go so that new can come in, uh, whether it be knowledge, whether it be um, philosophies. Got to really make room for the new. For my Cancers, you have the Alchemy card in reverse. So my Cancers, this is where you could be a little moody, especially concerning your career. You can be really, uh, in a situation where you want things to go a certain way, but um, you have to learn how to balance. And right now, you're not doing that with your mindset. Um, you're not being able to take control of the situation and raise your vibration. So that's what you need to really focus on. For my Leo, got the Three of Wands upright. Three of Wands upright for you. This is those ventures that you have with other people, or using your with what's in your possession to make things happen with other people and network, um, especially in businesses together. So that's something that you're looking at. There's Three of Wands upright. And for my Virgo, Malika of Cups, I told you before, some of my Virgos, I've been on a good run as far as your endeavors. This is the Malika of Cups upright. And Malika of Cups upright uh, being able to not only have that dream business, but also be able to give and donate and to be charitable in it and make wise, sound decisions with your resources. So, very good for you all. And now, Mercury for you is your ruler, is retrograde. So, your only issue is now you have the work down, but when it comes to plan, what do you need to do when it comes to entertainment? Um, and for my Libra, you have the can you see that? Six of Wands upright. Okay, it's Six of Wands upright. Um, Celebration for you. You have your house at an angle right now, and so with this house at an angle, you're able to really see um, things for what they are and use your power that you do have. And right now, Venus is about to come direct, so you're about to really start seeing some celebrations and some key things take place for you that's going to change for the better. People will be celebrating you, and you're going to have more success in your business or in your personal efforts with finances. Okay, for my Scorpio, you have the strength card. So some of you have been tapping more into your own personal strength and being able to control that inner strength and use it for the good. You've been able to really tap in to your resources and take control. Um, and even that lower self, you've been able to really grab a hold of it and really, you know, have it match your lower self when you need it. So you've been able to tap into this when you need it. You do have the South Node in Scorpio and is retrograde. And so there's still lessons to be learned. So you can really try to hold on to what's comfortable for you. But this is where you're being challenged to move out of your comfort zone, but still can be fixed in your nature because you're dealing with Taurus and Scorpio, two fixed natures. And so you have these two fixed signs, water and earth. This can be uh, the balancing of not using too much emotion versus too much common sense. Okay. For my Sagittarius, you have the Amir of Disc upright. So now things are finally beginning to move in the right direction for you financially. Uh, no more uncalculated risk, especially in the home. You actually have an opportunity in the home to make it better. And you also can start to transform your mind and how you see the home. You also can be moving in with another person at this time or people. And you have Neptune and Jupiter in Pisces. So this can actually be an addition to your immediate kindred, or it can also be in the form of children, or this can be more harmony and peace within the home because you also have Palace in Pisces as well, joining um, Jupiter and Neptune. So, okay, let's look at my Capricorns. You have Malika of Swords upright. Okay, so this is someone that is mentally sharp. My Capricorns, you got at the end of the week, you'll have Mars, the Moon, Venus, Mercury, and Pluto all in your sign, in your house, and being able to use all of this energy, your will, your emotions, your heart, your mind, and your desires all on the same page in the fifth house. So, this is an opportunity to really tap into those talents and use them to promote something that you'll have fun with, but you also can get paid from it. So this is where you're using the proper strategy as the Malika of Swords, being able to think very analytically about the next steps coming ahead. For my, again, I think that's it. For my Aquarius here, two of disc, again, going back around, you got too many things that you're trying to juggle, too many activities. At least your mind is in two different places. So this is something that you got to look at. You need more discipline, and it starts with focusing on one thing. You're going to have this square that come up. So you want to look at that one thing that you can do, at least to start off with, master that before moving into other things. Okay, so uh, that's what we have for this week. Anybody have any questions so far? Let's see. Any questions? Okay, well, I hope this was able to help you. I know this for me, this Mercury retrograde has been uh, crazy, especially for my technology. I lost a lot of my stuff. I had to delete a lot of stuff to recover some things because I ran out of space. So, I'm just trying to recover and catch up myself. So, I hope that this was able to help somebody in some way. And again, um, we'll keep you guys updated on the classes that's coming up. We do have something as far as the classes is concerned. We'll be still using the platform of WebEx, but we're going to be um, updating based off of the system we're using as far as the website is concerned. At least we're going to try because I've been having issues with that site. Um, but I hope this is able to help you all. We're going to keep you up to date. And we'll see you all tomorrow for our Bloodline First series. And that's going to be a good one. So you all enjoy the rest of your night. And may your soul find satisfaction. Hotep, peace and love. And enjoy the rest of your week.